Guys, Sunday, today we're looking at Dead Guy Ale. It must be like the power of suggestion. Ed sent me a Dead Guy Ale beer and a glass, but he also sent an Arrogant Bastard glass, and must have been looking at that one. I thought we were looking at Arrogant Bastard again, and I honestly can't believe I've never looked at Dead Guy Ale. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure I've ever even had this. I know they have a lot of the rogue beers, no pun intended, available up in this area. I'm pretty sure I've seen this. For me, Rogue has been some very good beers, and then some that I didn't really care for very much. So, top of the bottle looks something like that. And let's see, what should we open it with? I'm going to use the charging handle. We're already getting some I don't want to stay in the bottle action going on, so let's do this kind of careful. It's not really much much on the bottle. No IBUs, no alcohol percentage, just that it's made in Oregon, Newport, Oregon. And that's about it. Another one where I say, what is with these breweries that can't put some of the information about the beer on the beer? It looked like it was partially unfiltered. There was stuff on the bottom, and it has kind of a almost a bright, like almost like an orangish glow to it. Okay. Well, it doesn't smell bad. As a matter of fact, it doesn't have much smell at all. And then what I can smell, I would only be guessing, maybe maybe a little bit of a tropical fruit kind of a smell, caramel. Weird. Could be just me. And no, this is not the I got shit faced and then did a brewer review. Got to figure this could have been a possibility, but I told Christine that I would run a few errands with her, and got a little time between now and then, and whenever I leave the house, I need to make a determination if I've had alcohol in my system, and be able to carry and protect myself, because nobody else is going to, nor like our government, nor do they give a shit. So whenever I know I'm leaving the house, like me and Hasman talk quite a bit, and he's always like snapping pictures and saying, this is number 6, and I'm just like, well, I haven't even started yet, and I'm not gonna until I'm safely back at home, because I could do 6 of these, and then in an hour or so from now have her drive. But I usually, not to sound paranoid, but I usually always prefer to have the gun with, and also not take any chances. So I'm gonna do the brewer review. Gonna be about an hour from now. I'm gonna run some errands, and then when I get home, I'll probably review a whole bunch of them off camera. Maybe some vodka. Wasn't quite sure if I liked the stuff, the Time Bandit stuff, so I should probably check that out more. So, cheers, guys. Well, you kind of get that flavor you're sort of smelling, and you can't. At least I couldn't quite place it. and it does seem like kind of some tropical fruit stuff. I'm almost getting like a pineapple and maybe an orange or a tangerine, kind of a mix in there. It's not it's not real overpowering. It's just kind of subtle. Maybe just a little bit of a citrus charge right at the very beginning. Carbonation level is good. A little bit of a dry patch. Then it just kind of washes. I haven't used that term yet, I don't think. Washes into kind of a smooth, very very subtle bread, but you pick up a little bit more of the of those of those fruits right at the very end. It's kind of like being in a foggy room, and as the fog clears at the very last minute, you see Travis and Heffy walking out the door hand in hand. You know, you just that last minute, you see the fruit or sense the fruits. Alcohol, which is not listed on the bottle. I like to think, in the case of the micros, that we are talking. Of course, turned out not to be the case on some of them, but would be something north of the fives. If I had it my way, that they'd all be like eights or more. But that's just me. Especially lately with the hours and stuff I've been working, it's just as instead of trying to figure out how to drink 6 beers, in a short amount of time, just have a couple that are high on the alcohol percentage. Just get right into feeling good and enjoying a fine craft beer. That would be an interesting question. Not to say that it's all about the alcohol, but let's just say it's all about the alcohol. If someone could create your palate's absolute perfect beer, I don't care if you're into if you're Hasman and you're into your imperial stouts, Russian imperial stouts, all that kind of thing, or you're like Heffy and you're more into the hops. You got William Gleichgeist into like ales and stuff like that, or maybe just the perfect domestic. Maybe you know if someone could create that and it was absolutely everything that you wanted in a beer, but it had no alcohol in it, would you get it? Or would you rather have a mediocre, always sort of in pursuit, but it was sitting above 5% of alcohol? I have to admit, for a while, of course this was a long time ago, when I was married to the whore, that my drinking was in question, which is kind of funny because never mind. Whole different story. We don't even want to go down that one. You think I heard a rant about politics? I mean, I'm sure we can all go on a rant about the X. And in the case of Chuck, that could be, subcategorized in multiple different directions. It'd be like a tree just falling out in front of you. But yeah, it was in question, and I decided, fine, I can see if it is a problem. I don't really. I have a compulsive personality, but not necessarily an addictive personality. So it's just like I'll just start by drinking near beers. That took like one evening to basically decide that either you're gonna drink beer or alcohol or not, because near beer is like hop water poured across an ass. Just saying. That's it's not good. I have yet to have, and I think that would right there would answer my own question. no matter how good you make it, part of the important ingredients in alcohol, sorry, Freudian slip, and beer is the alcohol. Having said that, does that mean that a 21% beer is much better than a very similar one that's 7%? I think so. I have to admit, I don't think I have yet to have a high alcohol percentage beer that I absolutely didn't like, because they're usually very complex and have just some awesome characteristics and flavors to them. This alcohol, kind of detecting it a little bit, not really getting any warming or something like that. My guess is this guy is like to think that this guy is north of 6, somewhere between a 6 and a 7. I don't think it's going much over a 7, so I'll just give it a somewhere between that and 6 and a 7. Get a little disappointed if it's less than a 6. It is I wouldn't say it's super complex, but it is very smooth, and you do get a little bit of that in there. Got a little bit more bread kind of right in the middle that time. Yeah, this is definitely good. If there was a whole bunch of these in the fridge, I wouldn't have a problem at all drinking more of these. As a matter of fact, that'd probably be the deciding factor of Chris drives and I leave the firearm at home and try not to make a scene at a Sears. I do like this. This is good. Just kind of got the. I would say if you're in kind of a mellow mood, but you want something with a little bit of flavor, you know, kind of a light, not really a light IPA because I always put that together with lack of flavor and stuff, but like a down tuned IPA. You're getting a lot of the well, you're getting all the characteristics of an IPA, but not as much of a hit on the things. Like it's not as bitter as some, and it doesn't have as much citrus as some, and it's a very smooth beer. In a way, right? Maybe having the two of them side by side, I would change my viewpoint on this, but this right now is reminding me the closest kind of match to Bengali. Bengali has a bigger surge on the citrus and the like tangerine orange flavor, and this is like if you're gonna work your way up to a Bengali, you would have this as your step below it. It's kind of like a Bengali trainer beer. It's kind of like every single time I pause and allow the mouth feel. Allow the beer to kind of ride its little course. It's almost like I get a little bit of something different each time. One time was a little bit more bread. That time had a little bit more of a kind of a dry bitter area there, which I actually like that. Unlike the Red Claws, that was just like sour, dry, bitter. Yeah, this is very good. I will have to see if I can snag a few. The boys are Probably starting to wonder if I fell off the planet over there at the Keyport. Actually, I think the last time I was there was with the boys. Nyhap, Jerry, Ray. You know, went on a little shopping mission. Yeah, the old beer fridge. It's been that thing was pretty packed up. This was one of those years where not only did Nyhap very well top off the fridge, but then a whole bunch of us did the old shopping trip ahead of time, and Ray brought like a refrigerator sized a container with him. Johnny and Nicole bought a shit ton of beer. I think Jeremy, Pre-Dawn Death, and Jeremy Cold Winter, and Grant. I think everybody brought a little beer this time. So does that mean nobody liked the Righteous from last year? There was a mix in there, but that refrigerator was pretty much 80% Righteous Ale. This year there was a Righteous problem. Yeah. I don't know. I can't say it's really warmed up much in the time we've been chatting here, and I did start off with it straight out of the fridge cold. I know. Paul, PA Brew knows. Sacrilege. But I mean, shit, you're going to be all set for those weekend parties when the world starts to come to an end and we have no electricity and everybody else is going to have to drink room temperature beer. I realize you're already well ahead of the game, but for me, as cold as you can get it. There's a few of them, though. I've noticed, put a little bit of room temperature on them, and you really pick up more of the flavors and stuff. A lot of like the stouts and stuff like that. So, where am I going to put Dead Guy Ale from Rogue on the E scale? Well, I'm gonna call this one a 10. I want to thank Ed very much. This is very good. I hope you picked yourself up one. Oh, and guys, I haven't seen Ray's latest video. I sent him some breakthrough cleaner, and he told me that that this is one of his favorites. So, by a weird coincidence, we both ended up with one of each. This was from Dan, my man. Dan been a busy guy. I haven't seen Dan or talked to Dan lately, but he sent this, and I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing that Ray's gonna do. Next time I take an opportunity to do a little shooting, I'll clean one gun with the breakthrough and clean the other one with the Hoppies Elite, and just see where they stand. Price wise, I guess I'd have to go look it up, but I think they're well, first of all, one comes in a 2 ounce and the other one comes in a 6. You can't get a 4 ounce of the breakthrough, and I'm sure you can't get a 2 or a whatever. But when it comes to price, they're pretty close. They're pretty close in price. So it would just come down to what one works better. And unlike some idiots that assume that assume what you want. If I don't like a product or I find a fault in it, you guys are gonna know about it, and I could really give a shit if I make any company ass hurt, because I am not gonna stand here and say you should go spend, say pick something, it's like the Raptor charging handle, and Chuck, I'm still waiting for that one to come, because I keep telling her that I put hers back, but it's actually still in the pistol. But I wouldn't want to tell someone this thing is awesome and then have somebody go spend spend their hard-earned money, regardless if it's 16 bucks or 100 and something bucks, if it's just shit because somebody sent me something. You know, it's like somebody already had a smart ass comment on the flashlight, the Through Night video, saying another marketing scheme from Through Night. Marketing scheme. Let's see. I saw several of Pete's videos and then talked to Pete about what he actually thought of their flashlights, and then decided to get a couple. Yeah, that's some pretty damn scary marketing, that you would actually see a product and decide to try said product. Wow. That guy's like a marketing genius. What should we look at next? I don't know if you noticed, but I'm actually not like rushing through this. It's very, very enjoyable. Ed, you're the man. Let's see. Where are we on the... We got the last one from John Solar, and as of right now, we had one that wasn't bad, and one that wasn't all that great. So here's his third up at bat. Long Trail Brewing Company's double bag. Enjoyed till the cows come home. 1 pint. And we get any alcohol percentage on this? A Taste of Vermont. Oh yeah, they give you all the information. 39 IBU, 7.2%. So hats off to a Long Trail for actually putting the crucial information on here. I don't have a date, but no. Oh, best enjoyed until the comes from home, but there actually isn't a date with that. So let's do that one tomorrow, hopefully. So otherwise, you guys enjoy your Sunday. Have a safe Monday, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. So cheers, guys.